Good afternoon, guys. Happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm gonna share with you guys real quick my Tony's and Caputo's haul. Looks like we got everything and everything rang up at the right price. The only thing was that my dad originally was like, I can't find the water at Caputo's. Then he ended up finding it on his way out, well, after he'd already checked out. So then he went back in, got the water, and so he paid twice. There's 2 receipts for that. Anyways, though, I will share with you guys what he ended up picking up from those 2 stores on his way home from work. It was just really produce, the water, and some deli meats and cheese, which was pretty much it. So let me share that with you guys for today. So here's what my dad ended up picking up from Tony's. The thing is that I can't tell. I think that these might have been different avocados. They were supposed to be the 5-count bag. These ones were the 4-count but organic ones, which they rang up still at the same price. It was just, I think the coupon didn't come off. But anyways, they were $2.99. Like I said, I think it was supposed to be the 5-count. I don't remember what I wrote down though, but it looks like the coupon, like I said, it still says pinned. But I told you guys how like that receipt is now weird. Anyways, it was $11.29 for these items, and again, too, savings does not, they don't tell you the savings anymore on the receipts, but those were $2.99. Then the oranges were $2, and the cheese was $2.99 a pound, so it was $3.11 for that. So again, too, super small haul. Like I said, it was just produce and the deli cheese from here, and then similar at Caputo's as well. But again, too, they didn't have much going on. They also had water on sale. They had the Ice Mountain, which was $9.99 for 3, but it was for the 24 plus 4 count. But the ones at Caputo's were actually a little bit cheaper per bottle, so that's what we ended up going with. But like I said, other than that, there was not much going on at either store this week. So again, that was Tony's. Over here, this was Caputo's. Like I said, I have 2 receipts from that. So the water, that was $10 even, plus tax, so it was $10.18, and then the savings was $9.96. So about a 50% savings with the water, and the water was on sale for $2.50, or like 10 for 4. I don't think you had to buy 4, but it was a limit of 4, so we went ahead and picked that up because when we go to move my aunt tomorrow, we're helping her move. I think we're bringing like drinks, like 2 liters. I also have to make all the sloppy joes, like 6 pounds of sloppy joes. We're also doing sloppy joes for dinner tonight though, but we're gonna do that and bring like the water, I think, and soft drinks. So either way, we ended up getting that though, which was a good deal. And then the other items down here were $8, or it was $9.03 after tax, and saved $4.95. And those items, the tomatoes were 79 cents each, picked up 2 of those. The red peppers were 99 cents a pound, got under a pound for 91 cents. And then you guys can see on there the yellow American cheese, which was $3.49 for $3.12. And then the old Warsaw Polish ham, which was $3.49 a pound as well. And that was $3.26. So again, too, not much going on. Like I said, produce, deli meats, and cheese, and then just the water. That was really the only sales that they had this week that I saw that were kind of worth doing. But we're very, very low on water anyway, so it's a good time to stock up on that. And again, too, our meats and cheese, which we normally get every week anyway. And then also, again, too, just what produce stuff that they had on sale. So, like I said, didn't have too much that was going on, but I'm actually, it's like 4:30 right now. But I'm going to start on the sloppy joes right now. It's probably going to take me a little while, but I prefer to cook this way anyway. I like cooking in bulk, a big like bulk, like whole day kind of cooking thing. It's how I normally, like if I get a really good deal on ground beef, I will just cook all of it at the same time and then freeze it. Like I will make like taco meat, I'll make sloppy joes, whatever, and then freeze it so that then when I go to cook it for like dinner, all I do is just put it in a little crock pot and then just like keep it on like low, and then it like it's already cooked, so I just really need to warm it up. And so again too, and it stays good in the freezer for a long time. So that's how I do it normally anyway. So instead of like doing 1 pound at a time, I just feel like I dirty so much to do just 1 pound of like ground beef. I'm like, I have to dirty a pot, and like it's all greasy and everything like that, so it's easier when I'm just cooking in a big like 6 pounds of like ground beef or whatever. But because again too, we're bringing that tomorrow, like that's, you know, we're having sloppy joes for lunch tomorrow when we go to, like I said, move my aunt, so it's easier to make it all now. But my mom actually, she was planning on bringing like maybe just 5 pounds, but they actually had it on sale, or like on clearance actually, because I think the sell by date was like within in a day or two, and we're cooking it today anyway. But then also too, because she ended up picking up the big things, like the the manwich, but it's like the 2-pound like cans. So since she did that, she needed 6 pounds. So I was like, well, let's just use the extra pound. We'll just do it for dinner tonight. We have leftover hamburger buns from when I made hamburgers on Monday or whatever it was. I was like, honestly, it works out, and it's kind of like we were probably going to do it this way anyway. So I'm just going to cook that, and like I said, I just need to get a strainer so I can strain that off. And again too, it'll be messy, but it's just one mess that has to be cleaned up all at one time, instead of like each individual pound of ground beef. Like when you get like, you know, like a deal on that and you get like 5 pounds, then you like freeze them individually like per pound, but then you have to cook it individually each time. That's why I just like cooking it all at once, make whatever I'm going to make with it, and then just, like I said, cook it you know, and really just warm it up in the slow cooker on the day that we're gonna end up having it for dinner. So anyways, I'm gonna get that stuff put away, then work on the dinner for tonight and the stuff for tomorrow, and then we're just gonna keep it in the fridge and then just move it to the we're gonna bring a crock pot for tomorrow for Sloppy Joe's. So it should all work out, I'm hoping, well tomorrow, and everything should go good. We're not technically actually moving anything. My aunt has movers. It's just more like the stuff that they're not gonna do, you know, like the boxes, like, you know, I mean, they'll move the boxes, but then it's like, here, the kitchen stuff, okay, it's in the kitchen, then it's putting the stuff away. So like we'll be putting away like her dishes, we'll make her bed, you know, like that kind of stuff, and help her out with that. And so there's like my aunt and uncle, my cousin, and a different aunt I think are all supposed to be there, plus my aunt who we're moving in, plus me, Jack, my mom, and my dad. So it should be hopefully not too long. And again too, we're not doing much of like the heavy lifting stuff either, and she's also doesn't have the house like sold yet, I don't think, so we don't have to worry too about like you know, like, oh, we have to be out in like 5 hours or something like that, you know. So she's just, this is when she's moving in, but she's still now she's like selling the house. So anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get to that stuff now, but I thought I'd share with you guys my tiny little grocery haul from these 2 stores for today, and what they had going on there, and kind of what we picked up, and, you know, like I said, the deals that they had going on. Well guys, I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed. However, I realized I will not have a grocery haul for you guys tomorrow, because I told you guys how I don't even know why it didn't cross my mind that, again too, we're going to help my aunt move tomorrow, so we are not going to go to the grocery store in the morning. Originally we were like, oh, we'll be over there like 9-10 o'clock, which wouldn't give us a lot of time to like go to the grocery store, even if we left at like 8 or like 7 o'clock even, because Aldi doesn't even open until 9 o'clock. So if we were like planning on that, it probably wouldn't have worked out. And then to get back, have to put all the groceries away, then get everything that we need to bring with to go to my aunt's tomorrow, probably wouldn't work out very well. So we're not going to go tomorrow, we're going to go on Sunday. But I have my grocery list already done, which is good. The other thing is that my aunt, or I don't know, my mom originally talked to her yesterday. I was in the room when she was talking to her. She was like, oh, you know, like the movers are coming by like 8 or 9, or maybe earlier than that, something, I don't remember, but they're coming, helping her move the stuff, and then she's, you know, like she was like, oh, well, come meet at my old place so that then you can drive over to the new place so that you'll know where it is. They're just gonna call us now, I think, and have us just meet them straight at the new place, like my aunt and, I don't know, my other aunt, maybe my uncle or something like that. We're just gonna meet them at that place, because again too, we're not doing any of the moving. My aunt's having movers do it, but like unpacking everything, like that's what we'll be there to hopefully help with, and like also figure out like what rooms do things go in, you know, that kind of stuff. So like I said, that was the plan for tomorrow, and that's what the plan is, and so that's why we're just going straight over there. But they're just gonna let us know when they're done and when they're moved. Also too, probably because she's like downsizing, so it's gonna be much smaller, so to have like, you know, like 10 people, I don't even know, it's probably gonna be less than that, but you know, like 8 people, maybe something along those lines there, plus the movers, trying like in her like much smaller place now, trying to get everything moved around and like, you know, start putting things away and, you know, like that kind of stuff. It's probably gonna be a little cramped. So we're gonna wait until they have everything moved in, and then we're gonna help her unpack afterwards. They're just gonna let us know when they're there, so then we're gonna show up. So it also, again too, if they're there really early, we don't know like what time frame we're kind of looking at, so we're not gonna risk going to the grocery store and then and then being like, oh yeah, you guys can come over, and then being like, okay, well, we're still like a half an hour, you know, away from being done at the grocery store or something. So I did finish all of the ground beef. I browned it all, made the sloppy joes. Everybody had sloppy joes for dinner tonight, and then I did the rest of that is in a like a Ziploc bag to take with tomorrow, like a big gallon size freezer bag, so that we'll take it with tomorrow, and we're gonna do it in the crock pot, just put it on warm. And like I said, it was not difficult at all. It was actually much easier because it was like minimal dishes to cook that much food, and I just did everything like in batches. I think I did 2 batches, so I did like 3 pounds in each batch, and then everything fit in the, you know, the sandwich or the freezer bag, just to put in the fridge to have for tomorrow, and bring with. And like I said, it all worked out, and it actually only took me about a half hour in total to do like the 6 pounds. Of course, if I had like some big, actually we had the wok, I could have done it in that and it cooked it a lot faster, possibly, than my small little, I mean, it wasn't like a super small pot, but kind of smaller, like a big batch of bulk cooking like that. Probably would have made it go quicker, and I probably could do the whole thing at the same time. But I also too, the big strainer was dirty, so I used the little one, so I actually had to drain that off each batch that I did, which I did 2 batches. I had to drain it off twice because it wouldn't all fit in the smaller strainer that I had. So either way, it worked out. It was fine, and it didn't take me like a long time. And then cleanup was super easy because I didn't dirty much because I just did it all at one time. Because like I said, that's how I like to cook. Instead of like making that for dinner tonight, making something else, or browning ground beef to make for something else for dinner tonight, you know. So it was like, it was just very easy, very quick. And like I said, doing that tomorrow for like lunches for everybody. Although I probably need to bring like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something like that tomorrow, since I don't eat meat and I'm not having sloppy joes, and I don't really know what else I'd have or bring, other than just something quick like a little sandwich or something. And also too, because the peanut butter and jelly sandwich would be good because it doesn't really need to be refrigerated for very long, you know, because again too, I don't know, like I think we're bringing ice with the drinks, like in like a, you know, a cooler or whatever, so we'll probably put the meat in there. But we're going straight now to my aunt's second place, so she'll have a fridge there instead of her, you know, first place, and then helping them with stuff, and then, you know, possibly having to put it in the fridge. Hopefully don't forget it, then go to the other place. Either way, I guess the food situation's fine as well, and I'll just bring the sandwich for myself or whatever. I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed now. If we're again to not going super early in the morning either, my dad might be able to like fix up that paint that we have to fix the paint on because the paint peeled in the back room and like that stuff. He ends up fixing that tomorrow. We can, you know, get moving on everything else that still needs to get done too, but we can work on that while we're waiting to figure out when we're going over there. So anyways, I'm gonna see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.